Hi there. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Hope you're doing good and hope you're doing great. I'm Justin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Recon Design. As you know, if you do not know, let me introduce myself. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. So it's a Monday, 28th of April 2025. And firstly, a quick cheers already a second glass of the most refreshing Nimbu Pani, uh, you know, lemon juice, which is really helping because with the unpredictable weather and everything in Delhi, you step out, you come back, and the heat just gets onto you and stuff. So simple things in life really help you, and there's nothing difficult about making a nimbu pani or a nimbu soda. So be prepared with it before you step out of the house or at home or whatever, for yourself, your family. Carry it with you and stuff, because you never know where you might require this and stuff. So coming back to the point, since I've already mentioned that certain simple things bring ultimate joy, feel good, and also replenish our health and stuff like that. So my read is inspired from simplicity. So there is a book I'd read many years back. I think I've had it with me for over 10,000 for over, sorry, 10 years, and I happened to kind of pull it out. This is this the read. So it's this amazing book, which is on the Danish art of living well. And I read this, like I said, already a decade back. So it's back with me and stuff. And the first caption of the page I opened up was simplicity. So I'm inspired to share from this that simplicity at times works many a times, because what happens is that in this rush world, we forget to pause, we forget to think, we forget to enjoy and indulge in the beautiful stuff that's already happening around us, and we get into this world of social media, Instagram, your own TV and stuff like that, and we forget to connect with, like I said, the stuff around us. Everybody does it, even I do it. I mean, I watch a movie every day and I listen to music and I'm on the creative side and stuff like that. So it helps you a lot, because it also kind of rejuvenates you and refreshes you up and stuff, and you learn a lot of interesting stuff as you follow TV and social media. But not everything is that amazing and stuff. Okay, so coming back to this chapter, which is on simplicity. So there's this guy who's got into this habit of not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past. And he says in his own lines that I am a person, I didn't remember, I didn't worry, I just was. Okay. So simplicity is a very simple process. It's like you have a glass placed on your table, you have a candle on your window, you have a light which is on, you have a fan which is on. It's abstract. You have a plant lying on your table, you have maybe a nice picture or a nice scent lying around you and stuff, and you just are indulging in the moment. You're just kind of getting the fragrance of, let's say, this is something which I have on my table. The fragrance of this, I've had a fresh lime soda, so I've enjoyed it to the full without thinking about anything else around me and stuff. Yes, of course, in the moment, thinking about the post over here and stuff and all that. So, simplicity is not a very complex process. It's a very simple thing, which is as good as avoiding overstimulation and kind of disconnecting and getting back to the moment and stuff. So there was this book which I read in 2007, 2008. It was very popular then, which was The Power of Now. A lot of people read it, picked it up and stuff. It was about bringing your moment in the I mean, bringing your mind in the present moment and stuff like that and all that. So I remember that as well. But this is a little different, because it talks about stuff like having a morning coffee which stands steaming on your table, besides a lamp, besides a poetry book, besides a book, besides a familiar room, which you've been in so many times and stuff. And if you were kind of going to get bugged, if you're going to get irritated, if you're going to feel angry, if you're kind of going to carry those negative emotions with you, you're not going to be able to enjoy the present moment and stuff. So simplicity teaches you something about paying attention to the immediate concerns of your environment. So let's say I came back from the walk in the morning and I was feeling so warm, and it took me half an hour to kind of relax and, let my body temperature get to normal. Of course, with the weather and the recovery of neck cervical and stuff comes a lot of nausea and stuff like that. But then if I were to kind of keep thinking about that, and I'm going to keep repeating the same stuff about my illness, about my health and stuff, I'm not going to come out of it. I'm going to make it a part of my system, and I'm going to pull everybody down as well. So what Haigi or what simplicity also kind of focuses on is adjust to your surroundings and the energy around you, so it's like making a conscious decision to disconnect. So to give you a small example, I was at the golf club yesterday, and my friends were there and the golfers were there and stuff. And there's a very dear couple, a friend of mine, they've had babies. They invited me to sit on the table and stuff. And we were, I think, meeting up after quite a long time. And I refused, and I said, I'm sorry, can you just give me some time to be on my own and stuff? So the wife came up and asked me, why don't you want to join us and stuff? And I said, I've been now up and moving, and I've been driving a lot, and I've been a lot in the heat and stuff, and I've met too many people, and I just want to disconnect and be in my own space and be with myself. Okay, so that moment for me was high key or simplicity, or just choosing to kind of be in the moment and let the surroundings influence me in a positive manner, rather than getting rather than feeling, okay, I'm alone, I'm lonely, I've got no company, and now what do I do? How do I pass my time? How do I kill my time and stuff like that? Okay, so of course we met up after that for a few moments and stuff like that. But coming back to the point is, the human spirit needs to be in a manner where you're prioritizing simple pleasures, friendships, and connection over consumption, online consumption, social media consumption, WhatsApp consumption, emailing consumption, TV consumption, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying that somewhere we miss out on the simple pleasures, and we are kind of just allowing them to take over and stuff. So we are connected so much to the news and the, I would say, bakwas, to a lot of subjects, because they're of no interest to me, but I'm getting pulled into it because I'm logging into social media, and all I do is get repetitive messaging and stuff like that. Okay, so this is where a conscious decision of what is the purpose of being on social media helps you. What is the purpose of just enjoying a lemon juice or a chai or a coffee replenishes you, and all you have to do is switch off and be in the moment, and fall in love in the moment and whatever you're enjoying and stuff. And this way, you will feel better. You have a better, uh, you know, feel good factor happening. It's rather mindful and stuff. And when you do these kind of simple things of disconnecting, and you're in the simple moment, you're actually also kind of allowing your body to relax and stuff like that. And you are actually wholeheartedly participating in life. It's so rude. I find it really frivolous. Many a times you're having a chat with people, they're having a lunch or a dinner, but half the people are on their phone. Or you're home, you want to have a conversation, and people are in their phone. You're in the gym, people are on their phone and stuff. So rather than kind of getting into this thing about, you got walk into a room, and out of four people, three people are on the phone, and you also get involved in it. Make it a conscious decision to kind of disconnect and not participate in stuff, and do point it out to people, because they do not know that they have got either addicted to the phone, it's become a habit, and they got to kind of disconnect and be in the simple moments. Hagi, the Danish way of living. It's also mindfulness, which is taught in the simple pleasures of life and stuff. So you have a coffee, have a coffee. Have a nimbu pani, have a nimbu pani. Look at the glass, so beautiful. Look at the pepper, so beautiful. Look at I mean. What else? Look at the sugar, it looks nice. So if you can appreciate the simple pleasures, you're going to actually indulge in more of this, and you're going to kind of look forward to having your next glass of lemon or chai and stuff, rather than saying, oh my god, it's so hot and I can't even have anything, it's so warm, I'm not enjoying anything. So you're throwing a tantrum, you're throwing a fit. So these are the little things which kind of help you of disconnecting, and they also give you a feeling of belongingness, because when you're indulging in certain things, in a bar, in a coffee shop, with certain people, or on your own office space and stuff. It also gives you a feeling of warmth and comfort and stuff. That's what we need in the heat and stuff. So hope this helps. Jacobani at gmail.com, jashinkapani.im at gmail.com. Enjoy yourself and look at the brighter side and the positive side of life. If you keep getting depleted by stuff like the weather, the mundane stuff, everybody is going to be feeling bad about it. You're not going to feel great about life and stuff and all that. And it's just 3 4 months and stuff. So prepare yourself and take care of your own health and stuff like that. And when you're feeling good, everything starts feeling good and stuff. And be prepared, with the stuff like ORS. To give you a small example, 5 6 days back I had a get together at home, and I think I spent more than half an hour just being in the washroom puking because it was so warm, and I think I got affected by the heat and stuff. And luckily I already had ORS at home and stuff, so it helped me big time. I just slept off after that. So take precautions and just soak up more of beverages and be prepared. And rest is already there on my social media. It's definitely going to help you. So jkapani at gmail.com, jastinkapani.im at gmail.com, jastinkapani office at gmail.com. Do remember to work out. You don't have to be in the sun and stuff. Go in the evening when you're feeling better and when you're feeling fresh, and take a look around and also help animals and birds kind of cool down. So jkapani at gmail.com and jashinkapani at jashinkapani office at gmail.com. This is unedited love and luck, a great start to a new week. Enjoy yourself, and फिकर नॉट, प्रिकॉशंस हमारे पास हैं, और वी कैन ऑलवेज फील गुड एंड ग्रेट. एंड ऐसी कोई ज़बरदस्ती नहीं है कि आपको गर्मी में जाना ही है. और अगर आपको काम करना है तो टेक अ लुक अराउंड. सभी कर रहे हैं यार काम. So if you have to be in the office and stuff, reach before it gets too hot, or leave after it's too hot. So hope this helps. Love and luck, and enjoy. Hakuna Matata and Haige. And remember, soak up the simple fun and joys of life, because when multiplied, they actually make you feel a lot good and lot great. Take care. Bye bye.